Hiya guys, I pulled a little tutorial out of the larger tutorial of the making of this 50th anniversary cake to show you how I make these little buttercream anemones, otherwise known as anemones, and I have no idea which way it's actually supposed to be pronounced. So here we go. I have my tip here. It's a large petal tip. I'll have the number in the post below for you. And I have some black buttercream in just a disposable piping bag that I've just snipped the tip of very, very small, right? Just a tiny little snip. Okay, and I have a flour nail and some wax paper. So I've got a little buttercream on my flour nail, and I'm putting a little square of wax paper on top of that, or you could use parchment paper as well. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time speaking. You know me. Messing up my words here. But that's how you want to set up your flour nail. That's how I do it anyway. And we're going to create these buttercream anemones, which are so pretty. I really, really love them. They may be my favorite buttercream flour. And I wanted to keep this project all buttercream. So I thought it'd be fun to create them and show you how I do it. Okay, so with my bag here, I filled up my bag, but you can see this little blue silicone tie at the end of it. I filled it up, put that tie on, and then I kind of halfway down the bag, I squeeze and I twist. And that just helps me to fill up my bag without having to keep refilling, but then also not have to hold so much in my hand while I do this. Now, I am putting the thin part of the petal tip in the middle of my flour nail, and I'm twisting the nail while I put pressure on the bag. And so this is creating rings. This is like the third ring I've created there. Okay, so that just gives my flower some height. You don't actually have to do that, but I really liked the height it gives the flower. And when you're adding that to the cake, it just helps a little bit with the look. The anemones don't turn out so flat. So I did about 3 rings on my flower now. And I just got myself a little paper towel here so I can wipe off my tip whenever I need to. And now, again, I'm starting with the thick, okay, so I'm changing up here. The thick side of the petal tip is going to be in the middle now because we want the thin edges for the outside edges of the petals, right? So the thick side is in the middle, and the thin side is outside creating the petals, and I'm just kind of putting pressure and swooping out for each petal. If you might need some practice doing this, but it's not very hard. Just start in the middle, swoop out, and put some pressure, and then release the pressure when you're done. So pressure, swoop, release the pressure, and let go. And I'm just kind of, for each petal, I'm starting just a little bit behind the petal that I just created, right? And that is really all there is to it. I believe I created 5 petals. You could even do 6. I mean, nobody's really going to count these things. It's just the black and white look you're going for here. Now, using my black buttercream, I'm filled in the center, like so, and now I'm just kind of using the tip of it to add little dots on top of that center, or even if you just give it some texture with that little tip, so that it's just it doesn't look like just a blob of buttercream that's been piped on there, but it looks like more like seeds in the middle. And then I'm just dotting some black buttercream a little bit off from the center around in a circle like you would see in a regular anemone flower. These are those, little black stamens, the tip of the stamens that come out from the center. You could actually create, if you had some white buttercream in a bag like this with the tip cut off, you could create those little stick stamens coming out from the black to this little black seeds, but I don't think you need to. So I just left them out because it kind of gives the illusion that they're there anyway. And that is all there is to it. And I just think they're beautiful, and they were such a great contrast for this particular project from the gold. And then I just slide them off their little flour nail and put them onto this flat baking pan I have here and pop them into the freezer and I don't pull them out until I'm ready to place them on the cake, and that will make them super easy to just place wherever I want on the cake, because they'll be nice and hard and I won't ruin them. And actually I painted the leaves white with some edible art paint afterwards because I really wanted to brighten them up a bit, and that worked really, really well. I love the way they turned out. If you want to see how I make this full 50th golden anniversary cake, come over to cakeheads.com and join us over there. We have a lot of fun hanging out, learning the art of cake decoration, and we'd love to have you with us. Thanks for watching. See you later.